Welcome back to the channel, guys. So in this episode, I'm going to be doing a thing that you guys might hate on. I know I've already been getting a couple hate, or been people kind of hating on it from just my buddies outside of YouTube and everything, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. But right here is a eBay underglow kit. Finally went off and did it. So in this episode, I'm going to be installing the underglow just because I can. And like I said, you guys might hate it, you might love it. I don't know. This is something that I've liked ever since I've gotten to the car scene. People hated it back in 2000, 2001. I didn't care. I thought it was the coolest thing. Without further ado, let's get this installed. We'll see how it looks. So I'm really excited for it. I'm thinking what I'm going to do for the front is I'm just going to run it where I have the traction bar. Actually, probably not, because the traction bar is the lowest point of the front end. So I'm not going to run it on the traction bar. I'm probably going to go on the bottom of the core support where it's not hitting the ground. So right, basically just an inch above the traction bar on the side. And for here, I'm thinking I pop the side skirts off and just drill some holes and zip tie it to the bottom of the side skirt, which unfortunately I bought the truck size, or I bought the ones for the truck, and they are still pretty short, but it wasn't as short as the ones that were for the cars, because the car ones I think was 2 feet and about 3, maybe 4 feet, probably not even that, like 3.5 feet. I'm thinking I think the ones that, so these are the side, so that's about 4 feet there, and these are the ones for the front and the rear, and that's about 3 feet, so they're a little bit longer. Hopefully it'll illuminate a little bit better. And then here in the rear, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to go yet, because since I do have multiple setups for the rear end, I don't want to zip it down to the back of this, just because I don't want to have to cut it all off when I pull the rear bumper to put the diffuser back on. But then again, when I have the diffuser, I'm not even sure where I'm going to put that for the diffuser. So that's the only dilemma I currently have with that. And once you guys can see again, starting the vlog very late. One of my buddies from Japan is in town, so I'm just kind of hanging out with him all weekend, and he's taking off tomorrow. So now I got a little bit of free time. I'm gonna work on this. So without further ado, let's get this done. Alright, so now that I have the front bumper off, I'll show you guys where I was talking about. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna go right along the bottom of the core support right here. Alright, so here's a quick update. I removed the rear seat, and this right here is where the fuel pump goes. So my thought here is maybe if I go, so I think maybe if I run the lines in through here, I could probably drop it down to where that is. Then that'll give me enough room to go from the front to the back, and then the sides are plenty of slack. But I was running into problems where I was trying to go through like right underneath the dash, and I'll show you from outside. So what I was trying to do was, sorry, it was hard to see, but I was gonna go through under the dash where there's a little hole in the firewall where I have my my subwoofer power wire going through. So I was gonna go underneath the subframe, up to there, and through there, through the side, and hook it up into the fuse box, so that way it gets power when it's on, but no power when it's off. I don't want to go straight off the battery, because I don't want it to end up draining the battery. But the problem I ran into was where the center of that meets. They didn't make one extra long, so I could go from here all the way to the back. So these are all the same length, so I'm gonna have to run the center of that needs to go somewhere in the center of the car, so I have enough room to get around the whole car. And the only opening that I found was where the shifter goes through, and I don't want to run a wire through where my shifter is, and plus the exhaust is right underneath all that. It'll end up melting all the wires eventually. So I think the best thing is, like I said, to go through right back there. I'm sorry you can't see it, but to go through right there, and then from there I can split it. All right, quick update for you guys. So I opened that up, stuck a clothes hanger down inside, and let's see if I can get that wire. It's coming through. Oh, nice. So yeah, that came right up, and probably just gonna cut a hole in the grommet, stick that right through, and then from here, run it along the inside of the carpet, all the way up, and I'm gonna run it to the fuse box. Well, you guys can't see any of that. But anyways, yes, I'm gonna run it through here, up to the fuse box. So that'll be the next thing once I get everything underneath laid out. All right, so I cut a hole in the rubber piece. Now I got the wire running through. I work from there, so here I'll just run it through underneath the carpet up to the dash, and now I just gotta run the wires for the lights, and hopefully the one that goes to the back will have enough room to go around the gas tank, because I tried running the wire through right here and that's very tight. So trying to get that whole LED strip to go on that side is going to be a pretty difficult thing to do. So hopefully it'll be enough. I'm going to run it this side, actually towards the driver's side, towards the back, because the exhaust runs towards the passenger side, so try to keep it as far away from the exhaust as possible. But I'm gonna go ahead and start running those, and I'll show you guys how where I'll have to get through and all that. But hopefully I'll have it down here pretty soon. It's getting kind of quick update for you guys. So I have the wiring inside down. It's grounded obviously, and then running to a hot lead. I got this side scraped done, and Shane's helping me with this side, but basically I'm just zip tying it on. It's probably gonna be the same thing for the rear, but I gotta figure out how I'm going to mount it to this, because I don't want to drill a bunch of holes in this. Alright guys, so I finally got it done. It seemed like forever tucking all those wires, but I'm gonna turn it on. And right off the bat, the only thing I don't like is the remote has 0 range. Like, we really gotta get. There it goes. Alright. I think it came out awesome. It's got even pretty good coverage. My favorite one is the purple. There we go. I think the purple with the black just looks so good. Alright, so I'm gonna kill these lights right here. I'm gonna give you guys a quick walk around. Guys, so you know, it's hard to see, but that's what it's looking like. I think that's about as bright as they get too. Let me check. Yep, so that's as bright as they go. Alright, well, I don't really like how you can see it from underneath, so that's gonna have to change later on, but the rest of it, pretty good. Alright guys, so that is the installation, or that is the install for the underglow, and I think it came out really nice, besides being able to see the LED strip on the rear bumper, but I will fix that later. I think all I have to do is probably put a couple bolts in and pull that bumper up a little bit, and it should hide the LEDs, especially when the car is lowered. So I'm very tired. It's about almost 4 o'clock in the morning. I grinded all night just so I could get that done, so I could have this video out for you guys here in the next couple days. So please, please, please subscribe to my channel. Drop down a comment if you like it. If you don't like it, let me know. And then what do you guys think I should do next for the car? So I'm gonna call it a night. I'll see you guys in the next video.